Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with ATBBQ.com, and this is Pork Belly Burn-Ins. So in case you haven't heard, there's this amazing thing going on in barbecue right now that we're calling pork belly burnt-ins. And these are fantastic because they take two of our favorite barbecue items, brisket burn-ins and pork belly, and combine the two. And the pork belly does a fantastic job of pretending to be a burn-in because of all that fat that's in there. What you end up with is this barbecue snack with an incredible texture, fantastic flavor, and best of all, it's really easy to pull off. All right, so what we're starting off with is about 10 pounds of pork belly. You can see here, this is skin off. That's important for what we're doing today. We don't want that tough skin on there. We're not gonna make cracklings out of it. And one of the things that makes this recipe so easy to pull off is there's very little trimming involved. We're just not gonna mess with it that much. Now you know that with brisket burn-ins, typically you're cooking that point meat whole, and then at the end you're slicing it into cubes. Well, we're gonna deviate from that just a little bit today. We're gonna start by cubing this up. And the reason we're doing that is so that we can get smoke and flavor coming at you from all sides. All right, so I'm slicing this into strips here. We're gonna go slightly larger than what you might think of a traditional burnt-in size. But you want something you can knock out in a couple of bites. But you gotta keep in mind that there's just a ton of fat running through here, so this is gonna shrink down considerably. Now I want to get these seasoned up, and we're going to need just a little bit of binder. You can use whatever's on hand. I've just got some vegetable oil here. Mustard would work fine, sriracha, whatever you got. Just something to give you a little coating of moisture to allow the rub to stick. And we're going to season these today with Our Butts Are Smokin's Ozark Heat. Don't let the name fool you. It's not spicy. It's a really great pork rub. I put it up there with like the Plowboy's Yardbird. Just some slightly different nuances. I actually pick up on a little bit of honey in there. I don't know if that's just me, but I really enjoy this rub for pork butt, pork ribs, and of course pork belly. All right, so we're getting these nuggets coated in some really nice flavor, and at the same time, it's gonna add some beautiful color to the outside. All right, now the best way to get these transferred over to the cooker is to spread them out on one of these jerky racks. It's essentially a cooling rack we use exclusively for protein. You can pick these up over at ATBBQ.com, or use the one you have at home, and when your wife's picking pork out of the next round of cookies, deal with the consequences later. All right, we're gonna start out smoking these pork belly burnt-ins on the Yoder Smoker's YS640 pellet grill. We're running a combination of cherry and pecan pellets today. The cherry's gonna give us a really beautiful mahogany color and lots of great flavor. We're gonna spread these out amongst the top and bottom shelves, and we'll rotate them a little bit through to make sure that everything's cooking evenly. I'm gonna close this up. We'll come back and check on these in about 2 hours. All right, we're just over 2 hours into this cook, and I want you guys to come in here and take a look at these. Some beautiful color going, especially back here in this back corner. Oh, that's nice and tender. We rotated these around an hour in so that they could cook very even. And I really like what I'm seeing, but I think I want just a little bit more, so we're gonna let these ride a little bit longer. Well, we're just over 3 hours in at this point, and the color looks beautiful. I want to take these off of here and get them wrapped up so they can render down and get super tender. These are going to have some great smoke flavor, a nice bark, but it's difficult to really get these rendered all the way soft without wrapping them up. So we're going to take them off at this point and wrap them in foil. All right, so I'm going to place these in a single layer as close together as possible. And you might be wondering, well, why aren't we going to do this in a foil pan? Well, we could do it in a foil pan, but when we wrap that with foil, what happens is we create a pocket for steam to form, and we lose some of this beautiful bark we've created. So instead, we're going to pack these in here, put a little bit of braising liquid in there, and then wrap it up nice and tight. So I'm going to add just a touch of apple juice and a drizzle of some wildflower honey. This will help with some caramelization, and it also gives us something to braise in. Double wrap these so we don't get any punctures. And like I said, just as tight as possible. All right, let's grab the other half so we can get these back on the grill. Now I've turned the heat up to 300, so we're not going super hot, but a little bit faster. And we're gonna put these on the second shelf where there won't be any radiant heat to scorch the bottoms or those sugars that we've added. At this point, these can continue to render down and get super tender, and we'll be back to check on them in just a little bit. So another 30 or 45 minutes wrapped, and I want you guys to come and check out just how tender these are. These are ready for us to sauce and finish. Check that out. Just super tender. If you pull on it at all, it's gonna fall apart. You can see not a lot of braising liquid left in there, which means that it's retained all that moisture. So what we wanna do at this point is hit it with just a little bit of barbecue sauce. We're using the House of Q apple butter barbecue sauce, which isn't particularly sweet, which I enjoy. But because we want it to have a little extra shine, I'm gonna add some honey as well. All right, so a real gentle toss, because like I said, these are super tender. And look at the glaze on those, just looks beautiful. That's gonna tack up with just a little bit of extra heat. So we're gonna leave this open now to finish. All right, just another 15 or 20 more minutes, and these just look absolutely perfect. Beautiful glaze on them. Awesome color. We know they're super tender. These are ready to come off. It's been 5 hours. I've been waiting all day, so I'm gonna dig in. Beautifully tender, incredibly supple, all the fattiness. It's salty, it's sweet, it's barbecue heaven. This is perfect for your next party, for your get-togethers. It's really pretty low maintenance, takes about 5 hours total, right? And it's sure to impress. I'm gonna have some more. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to check out ATBBQ.com for all the products featured in this video. And if you enjoyed the video, hit that subscribe button. If you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to thesauce.atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.